Let's talk about it. Procrastination of the nation. Wow. There's a lot of procrastinating that folks do out there. But I want to come from a different angle. I want to kind of bypass a little bit of the wiring of folks' brains who are able to will themselves enough to not be procrastinators. That part's a little bit different. You got folks that are out there that they're wired differently. Doesn't matter what you put in their way, they are going to grind, they're going to hustle, they're going to push through, they're going to persevere. Doesn't matter. Besides that, if you're not that type of person, or you feel you're not that type of person, let's talk about little simple things that maybe cause you to be a procrastinator. Let's think about how much water you drink every day. How much water you drink. It could be as simple as that. You know how many folks are dehydrated in this time? If you're not drinking nearly a gallon of water a day, you know how much that affects your ability to go out and do the things that you need to do. If you're dehydrated, dehydration shuts down systems, organs. Your brain is not going to function properly without having the right amount of water that you need to have. And you need to have that every day. Every day. Because when you sleep, you're releasing the water that you already had in your system. When you're using the bathroom, you're releasing the water that you had in your system. So you've got to constantly replenish that, because every single day you're living, when you're breathing. They talk about that. Now, I'm not no science cat, biologist or whatever, man. I don't know all that stuff. But I heard that every time that you exhale or something like that, that's moisture that's coming out of your body. So if you're not drinking enough water, that could be a problem as far as why you're procrastinating, because you just don't have the energy. You don't have the thinking capacity to do what you need to do, because you don't have the amount of fluid that's required for your body to function the way at its optimal peak. It could be as simple as that. All right, that's one little thing. Let's talk about, hey, maybe you're not as slim and trim. You're not a skinny cat. And even sometimes skinny cats have issues with energy. But I tell you, when I was younger, and even now, I've always been an athletic cat. Always been able to move around. I played every kind of sport there was for the most part. And so I had the energy level. But when at times when I started to gain weight, pick up some weight, put some more weight on my bones, that made a difference. Made a difference on how I felt. Made me a lot more sluggish. I started to realize when I watched, when I seen some of those people that they have like the 600-pound lifes and stuff like that, and people criticize these folks, man, you add some little bit of weight on you and try to think about just getting up out of a couch, walking around your kitchen, trying to cook you some food, walk towards your car, get in and out of your car if you have a car, or if you have to walk to the bus station. Think about all that stuff where you have people that when you have that extra weight on you, it makes a big difference of how you're able to move. And so you think that that's not going to affect you from actually taking care of your business, taking care of things that you need to take care of? Let's see what I got going on. It absolutely is going to affect that. So it could be as simple as, hey, maybe you gained a little bit of weight. You got to work on that. Yeah, you got to work on that. You got to work on trying to trim it. If you trim maybe a pound or two, you see how much of a difference you'll feel, how much lighter you'll feel. And when that then makes you feel like you can move a little bit more freely, then you feel like you could do whatever you want to do. That's how simple it could be. It may not be your character. It may not be how you're built or in your genes and your bloodline, your DNA. It may not be any of that stuff. It may be just externally, your condition of how you feel could be affecting your procrastination. Let's talk about pain. I got cats that are chronically in pain, or chronic pain. They have chronic pain. I mean, they have pain every single day. So just imagine that if you're a person that has pain every single day, or just some pain from time to time. Think about how that affects you as far as going out and taking care of your responsibilities, taking care of business, or making the next move in, your career or whatever. Making the next move of just going to the gym or going to a store just to go buy stuff. That affects you too if you have some kind of pain. It's not that you're a bum, that you don't want to, that you're procrastinating. It's just the fact that, hey, you've got some pain, and that pain affects you, and it causes you to slow down. It causes you to be a little bit more ginger. It causes you to move in a way where, you need to move to where you can lessen what that feeling is, what you're experiencing. It's a big difference. I understand that. I've had pain, just injuries and stuff like that. It does affect what you choose to do. Not that you're a bum, not that you're somebody who doesn't have the willpower. It's just the fact that you have pain. Let's talk about complexes. Maybe you got a complex. You don't want to go out to the store because maybe your teeth are messed up or something like that. And you don't want to open up your mouth because you know that people are going to look at you. So you don't want to go in public places where you have to go see people. Happens all the time. A lot of us have complexes about something, so we don't want to go out into the public. We don't want to be around people because we know that folks may be very critical. We know that folks may hone in on those complexes. That can cause you to procrastinate. So before you start questioning the type of person that you are, start thinking about the condition that you have. What is externally, what does your body feel like? What do you think that you're going through? Think about those things, of how those could be the problem to your procrastination. And then what do you got to do? You got to work on those things, right? You got to work on those things. It's that simple. Don't get caught up with the fact that you have to diagnose your brain and you just don't operate like other people, and you just don't have, those killer hustle genes, those grinding type of genes, those that David Goggin guy or something like that, that's got this mind over matter stuff. Yeah, he pushes through everything. Nobody has to be like that. That doesn't mean that man is built a certain type of way. That's what's built for him, and that's given him a good career, a good brand, or whatever. That's that man right there. I don't mean that that's got to be you. I don't mean that you have to act like that you have to train like that and do all those things. It could be just as simple as, like I said, some of those things that you need to look at within yourself that could be affected, that cause you to procrastinate. You change some of those things, then you probably may not procrastinate. Now, if you change those things and you still are procrastinating, then that's another situation. That's something else that we need to discuss. But on that note, I got to go to the park like I normally do. I'm going to catch you all on the next note. Peace out.